Nikon jumps on the Fujifilm BSI bandwagon, incorporating a 45.7 megapixel version into the D850, still without a blurring anti-aliasing filter. The sensor in the D810 has been lauded as one of the best ever, so it will be interesting to see how well this one stands up in comparison. Sony has been producing terrific and getting better Fujifilm BSI sensors, so it's possible this one could potentially be a record breaker. Nikon has not said whose sensor it's using, that's just an educated guess. It does gain a stop more native low-light sensitivity. And of course, there's the resolution. While it's not quite at the same pixel density as the Canon EOS 5DS and 5DS's 50.6 megapixels, it's still enough for most pro-print jobs. There's a new medium-resolution RAW format to go with it, at 25.5 MP. Autofocus and metering systems. The D850 inherits the excellent autofocus and metering systems that were introduced in the D5, along with the XSpeed 5 processing engine. It's a big jump forward from the D810 if you shoot things that move or need low light sensitivity. Speaking of which, continuous shooting speed, 7 frames per second is pretty good, especially at the D850's resolution. With the battery grip, it can do 9 FPS, not quite up to the 12 FPS of the D5 or the 20 FPS of the Sony A9, but it's at a much higher resolution, and according to Nikon is independent of card speed. 7 FPS is sufficient for a lot of action. The body is essentially the same as the D810's, but with important updates. It now has slots for XQD and SD cards. An SD slot is important given the prevalence of readers and can be a lot cheaper if you don't need the speed of XQD. However, the fastest versions of comparably sized SD cards can be much more expensive than XQD. It also gets a tilting touchscreen LCD, which has become essential as live view shooting is now common. The updated viewfinder has 0.75x magnification, the highest in a DSLR, though not as high as the 0.78x electronic viewfinders in the latest Sony Fujifilm models. Nikon says it has a deeper grip. The camera is about 0.2 and 3 mm bigger, but it didn't feel that different. D5-like illuminated buttons are welcome as well. The camera loses the flash, though, in order to improve its dust and moisture resistance.